16 years ago, I took a journey, a martial arts journey. I was fascinated with the art of Muay Thai. So I went to this Muay Thai gym in Phuket to train and learn the martial arts. Little did I know that this would change my life forever, that I would fall in love with the country so deeply. Not just the Muay Thai martial arts, but the culture, the land, the food, the people. And it would inspire me to return for another 3-month trip the following year, where again, I've never been so happy in my life. So there I was at home, working a job I wasn't happy with, struggling to really save, get by, just not doing anything fulfilling, feeling like I was not going anywhere. I was in a dead-end road. I decided to pack up my bags, take the little I had, and move to Thailand. It's now or never is what I said, just before I was 30.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they gotta go like that, but it is.
On the Koh San Road, this is Thailand, man.
You know,
he said this is the middle of the daytime.
His mission is to make Rob Romero look like a complete fucking jackass.
Yeah. Hey, no photo. Not okay. I work out now. Lumpini Park, Bangkok, Thailand.
Little did I know, 14 years on, after making that decision to move to Thailand, that I'd be where I am, seen what I've seen, done what I've done, accomplished what I've accomplished. Moving here to work at a gym for free training with only a couple $1,000s in my pocket, to owning several successful businesses, doing a job that I absolutely love, marrying a beautiful, beautiful Thai woman and having an amazing half-Thai son. Being a homeowner, it's not in my name, but I still own it. Wow. Was it worth it? Watch till the end.
Now that we've gone over the pros of living in Thailand, let's go over the cons, the reasons why you might want to stay at home. Some of these reasons are, small. Some of them are pretty high, pretty annoying. I guess this is going to vary from person to person too. So let's start with number 1 on my list is missing friends and family. Now, obviously living abroad, me being American, and so my family and friends are on the other side of the planet. Makes it difficult. Obviously, you don't get to see them very often. Traveling back can be a very expensive thing. It's something I do like once every, I've only been back actually 3 times in the past 14 years living here. And in that time, I've lost 2 grandmothers, a grandfather, my father. So these are like some of the most important people in my entire life. I pretty much lost my entire family since living here, and it was very difficult because I wasn't able to say goodbye. I wasn't able to spend, obviously the last 10 years or more, I haven't been able to spend much time with them at all. So that's definitely a con of living here. And most people can't get out here very often too. It's expensive for them, and people have jobs. They only get a week off a year, maybe, or 2 weeks, and coming here is expensive as well. So you're gonna miss your friends and family. My advice, if you're here, is make it back when you can. You know, don't make excuses not to. If you have the money, even if it's for a week, 5 days, go and visit your family. You know, have plenty of video calls with them. So technology has helped, you know, through the years. 14 years ago, it was a little bit more difficult, but we still had social media. It was just kind of a thing then. So number 2 on my little list here is healthcare. Now, affordable healthcare, like health insurance here, is really kind of hard to find. It's not that it's expensive in comparison. It's probably cheaper, but it's hard to find a good company, a reliable company, and especially if you already have health conditions, it's really hard to find a company that will cover. You know, insurance companies they don't really care about you. They don't want to give you claims, so yeah, it's really hard to find a good health insurance. So that's a problem. And also the healthcare that's provided. Now, if you're living in like Bangkok, you know, and Phuket, the bigger areas, especially the bigger touristy areas, you will find good international hospitals. But when I say good, I just mean kind of better than the government hospital here. Even the international hospitals here are not up to par with, you know, hospitals or healthcare back home. And they're way more expensive. So if you're not fully covered, things can get pretty expensive, and you don't want to really end up in a government hospital if you don't have to. I've seen people walk in with a small infection and walk out with a missing leg or arm. This is not a joke. Like, it gets really, especially if you're living in the country, if you're retiring somewhere in Isan or something like that, healthcare, forget about it. And which is important, because having a good healthcare system and being near a good hospital is a matter of life to death. You know, whether it's a long-term battle with a disease or, you know, a heart attack and being resuscitated, you know, a good healthcare provider can really save your life and extend your life for a long period of time. So that is kind of a con, the price of healthcare, getting good insurance, and just what's available to you. Number 3 on the cons list is benefits, Social Security, retirement, making investments. Now, a lot of people moving here might be retired already. You might already be collecting Social Security, your 401ks, and already collected all the benefits from your home country. However, if you're like me, a young person, I was 28 years old when I moved here, hardly paid into Social Security, very little, you know, and you're here and you're working for either working for a company in Thailand, or you have your business here in Thailand, you're not going to be able to pay into Social Security. I can't even get a Fidelity fund or put away in a 401k investment in banks back home, because I don't pay taxes in America. Because I make less than 100,000, I am exempt to pay tax. Therefore, I cannot invest in those type of funds. So you're really on your own when it comes to saving for retirement, making wise investments. Luckily, you know, now I've studied on and off, studied the stock market for quite a long time, but I got real serious about it in the past few years, because I am getting a bit older and I don't have any, like, well, I lost everything during COVID, but that's a different story. So I have to rely on myself and my investments and investing in the stock market myself for my family in retirement. Otherwise, it's very difficult. That's something that I worry about on a daily basis. Even if you're in America and you don't have a big 401k, but you've been paying into Social Security, you'll at least be able to collect something when you're older and unwell. And if you become disabled, you know, you're not going to collect disability here. That's something to really consider if you're a young person here. Put in a plan in place for your retirement, for your investments. Again, a lot of people that do move here already have all these benefits or are retired already. So really up to the person that watching this video. Number 4 on my list is visas and work permits. Now, visas every year, I really wish they had changed the system. They do not make it easy. Every single year, it doesn't matter how long you live here, you're gonna have to go to immigration and fill out paperwork. I swear to God, this thick of paperwork. The same things, you give them the same documents every year, just updated, but you have to keep updating them. They change the law quite often, so they keep adding to the list of things and requirements that you need to get a year visa. Now I'm on my visa, because I'm married, I have a marriage and business visa because I have a registered company as well. And they just don't make it easy. The process can be expensive, especially me. Luckily, I hire my wife, which is free. She's actually pretty good at it by now with paperwork, and she has help from her people at her work as well that help out. But if you have to pay a lawyer, you're paying $500 to $1,000, maybe more, to get your visa, and you have to do it every year. It's just a nuisance. It's a pain in the butt. To me, I get it for people that have just moved here. I just wish there was some rule in place or an option of people that have been living here over 5 years or over 10 years, that are married to a Thai woman, have a Thai child, have a business in Thailand, and have been here for as long as I have. I think there should be like a 5-year visa, or at least a 3-year visa, so you don't have to do this every single year. So it is a pain in the butt. Okay, number 5 on my cons list, finding a job. This wasn't an issue for me because I came here and built a business. But if you're not here and you don't have the skill or the money to build a business or whatever it is, and you say you came here working for somebody and it didn't work out, but you want to stay here. If you're on that type of life, that can be difficult. There's not many jobs for foreigners. Again, the obvious one is teaching English. That's only if you're qualified. If you're unqualified or have the minimum requirements, you're going to work at a Thai school in the countryside and make $1,000, which is not livable. I've heard other people, like if you're in the hotel business, you might be able to get a job as a hotel GM or a chef, and maybe an engineer or some type of specialty job you might be able to get here or find here. Other than that, the only way you're going to make it out here is starting a business or being a nomad working for businesses freelance abroad, okay? Number 6 on the list is you cannot own land. So that's kind of a pain, and I get why. I wish there was just certain terms and conditions and things that were different for people that have been here for over 10 years, have a Thai wife, Thai baby, Thai business, have a house here. My entire life is here, so I feel like, why can't I own land? There's ways around it. It's kind of shady ways around it, but no real safe way around it. You can put it in your child's name. If you have a half Thai child, you can put it in your wife's name, but again, it's not in your name. So that's kind of a pain. That's definitely a con of living here. Number 7 on my list is schooling for kids. Now, if you've got kids, schooling is really expensive if you want a good education for your child. I'm talking about international schools. International schools here are pretty good. When I say pretty good, I mean good for Thailand standards. Even the good international schools here aren't really as good as most free schools, are where I'm from. And they cost a lot of money. So here in Phuket, it's about, I'd say, $10,000 a year, $10,000 to up to $20,000 a year per kid. And that doesn't include your after school activities and obviously all the other cost of having a child. You're looking at, 30 to 50,000 baht per month that you have to set aside for your child's education. That will kind of hijack your lifestyle if you're out here living to you're on that lifestyle plan and the pros over here, and you're making that minimum American wage and living such a great life out here. That's going to get expensive, and for a lot of people it's a deal breaker, or as soon as some people have kids, they end up moving back home for the sake of the child's education. Some people put their kids in Thai school. I would not recommend it. I wouldn't do it. I really would probably be completely miserable moving back to America. I would hate that. That's like a death sentence to me. But I'd still do that for my child's education. Luckily, my wife works at international schools. She is an international school director, so she's the big boss. So we get a nice little discount there that doesn't make it difficult to put our child in schooling. But that's my situation. Most people are not going to have that situation. But if you're a man listening to this, I would recommend you find a Thai teacher that works at an international school as a partner. Because if she works hard, she might get a discount being a teacher, or she might one day get the role of head teacher of the Thai program, or even like my wife become a school director, and you'll be able to reap a lot more benefits. Just a little, advice for you. Number 8 on the list of cons is finding and keeping friends. Now, because Thailand is a very transient place, for people that are here on holiday, you meet incredible people from all over the world, whether on holiday or people that are living here. But those people come and go. Most people don't make it past 5 years of living in Thailand, whether it's by choice or it just doesn't work out, because it's not easy. It's really not easy. There's a lot of getting your foot in the door here is extremely hard. And then when you get your foot in the door, you have to fight so hard for so long to keep your foot in that door. And as soon as you open the door and get there, so many challenges knock you back out that door. And it's always it's a struggle to stay out here. Most people just kind of give up or just don't make it. Or some people by choice, they had a great time. Okay, they lived in Thailand for a few years, time to go back home and get serious about life or do different things, move on, maybe move to a different country. Again, people will leave. So I've had several best friends, they'll stick around for a couple of years and they go back home. And then you're just kind of like, okay, so that's definitely a con of being here is kind of not as much as meeting friends, but more so keeping them because the fact that it's transient. Number 9 is competitive businesses. If you own a business here or you plan to own a business here, you have to know that it's competitive all over the world, but being a foreigner coming to a different country, opening a business, and like I said, people fight so hard to stay here as an expat, it's even more competitive because people will fight to the death just to stay here, just to make their minimum US, even if it's not a lot of money, they'll work twice as hard to make this much just to stay out here. And it makes your business a lot harder. And all business ethic and all the things that make sense back home, forget about it here. It's just going to go out the window when it comes to pricing and everything else. And number 2, it makes it more competitive and makes it more difficult, is that Thai people in general, they don't really want you here making money because you're taking away, no matter what you're doing, you're taking away a job from a Thai person by opening a company. Even if you say, well, I'm giving 10 jobs out, I hire 10 Thai people, give them jobs. The Thai people would rather have a Thai person opening these businesses and operating these businesses and giving those same 10 jobs to 10 Thai people. So Thais always come first. So they will make it more difficult and they can live off of less. So that means their prices are going to be way more competitive than you can even afford in some cases. So that makes it difficult, and they will make it difficult. And this will vary depending on what market you're in. Me as a photographer, it's very difficult because photography is a lane for Thai people to make really pretty good money for Thais. And you don't need a higher education to do it. It's kind of accessible to anybody. Thai people love photography. So foreigners don't do so well. Like there's me and a couple other photographers that have actually been out here successfully for a long time. And there's so many more that try. Probably 99.9% fail. So in my trade, it's very, very difficult because it's very, very competitive. Thai people will always come first when it comes to, striking a deal. The cost of doing business is going to be way less for them. They're going to pay less rent. They're going to pay less for some maybe products, wholesale. It's just a list of things that's probably made for a different video. Number 10 on the list is cost of Western foods. Now, anybody living out here for a long period of time, Thai food just doesn't cut it on a daily basis, or at least not for 3 of your meals per day. It gets pretty old. And if you're trying to be healthy, Thai food believe it or not, is not that healthy. They have a few really healthy dishes, but it is loaded with salts and MSG. 50% of the dishes are fried and not an olive oil, but bad vegetable oils and seed oils and things like that. So if you're looking to be healthy, and obviously you want that international food fix. So me, I eat a lot of salads, and I do love my cheeses and things of that nature. Go to like some of these supermarkets that sell a lot of international foods, and a lot of these imports are really expensive. For example, a jar of pickles, kosher dill pickles will cost you something like, some places are 400 baht, which is like over $10 for a jar of pickles. So things like that will just be incredibly expensive. And going out to international restaurants, you know, you'll pay almost the same. In some places, you'll pay the same price that you're paying in America. Expensive and a little tricky to incorporate into your budget long term. So again, it's not the end of the world. If you have a decent income, you can still make it happen, budget it in there, be smart. But it is a kind of a con. So number 11 and the last one on the cons list is you'll never ever be Thai. So I hate to call Thai people racist, but they kind of are. But I think I'm not judging. I'm not putting a negative. I don't want to put that negative comment out there because I don't exactly mean it the way I just said it. Because I think everybody you could bottle up everything in racism. So like, for example, if I was to move to Italy as an American, even though I'm Italian American, I'm going to be looked at as a foreigner. I'm probably not going to see the same benefits or always be treated the same because of my nationality. Or as a white person moving to Mexico, I'm going to be treated like a gringo, right? I'm a minority. So no matter what country you live in, if you're a minority, and if you're an immigrant, which is what we expats really are, you're going to be treated a little different. And I think Thai people, because they're prideful and it's such a unique culture, and it's even more so that you'll never be Thai. You can speak fluent Thai, you know, read and write it, have a Thai wife, Thai kids, Thai businesses, be out here for 20, 30 years. And you know, in some cases, in you'll have a group of Thai friends that will accept you as almost like a Thai person. Me and my Thai photographers, we're really close as friends, and they kind of let me in that Thainess circle. So I'm almost on the same, you know, wavelength as them. They treat me as far as the way they treat me. But that took years and years and years to do with that small group of people. But even on average, you know, not everybody knows that, you know, they look at every foreigner they see as somebody that's probably traveling there, maybe for the first time. So even if you've been here for 20 years, they're going to treat you as if this is your first day here. So that includes, you know, overcharging you for food, overcharging you for taxis, anything. You know, you go to a national park and you see the sign that says, you know, Thai people, 50 baht, foreigners, 400 baht. So sometimes 1,000% increase in cost. As a foreigner, even though you can go there and be like, look, I live here, I have a Thai ID card. It doesn't say I'm Thai, but it's a residence card. Even with that, a work permit, in some places it's nope. If you are a foreigner, if you are white, it's kind of like if you have white skin, you're paying more. So you have to kind of know that and accept that. I get angry on occasions. And in general, the way they treat you, whether you're getting in trouble with the law, even a small traffic violation, they'll target foreigners. They'll pull foreigners over for no reason just because the police want to give them a ticket for not having a license or something stupid. It's the price you pay to be an expat here. You will never be Thai. You have to accept that or you'll end up bitter. You'll end up very bitter at Thai people in Thailand. You see a lot of these expats on these forums that lived here for a long time, may still live here or probably didn't make it and moved back home, that are really bitter about Thailand and Thai people and the way things that happen to them in business, especially, or with women. The way they were treated because of the color of their skin, or because, again, you're foreigners, can be a pretty brutal thing, and you are kind of alone on it. You know, you have to take that risk. Anyways, that is my top 11 pros and my top 11 cons of living here in Thailand long term. And now comes to me, 14 years living in Thailand. Has it been worth it? Whew. Well, maybe this should be a separate video. Looking back, 14 years, was it worth the move to Thailand? And my answer is hell yes. It was very worth it for me. Will it be worth it 20 years from now? Will I say the same thing? I don't know. You know, again, my worries are certain things like the benefits. You know, will I be able to save enough for retirement? The things in my cons list, you know, of living here. If those things catch up to me, I might think differently. But you know, you can't look back with regrets. And no, I've had an incredible time living here. And I never plan to leave. I want to live here to be an old man, retire, die here, hopefully be buried here, you know, if that's even possible. The experiences I've had, the people I've met, the things I've done, and I've been able to travel the world and meet people from all over the world, and it opened my mind up to a different way of thinking, living. And although I'll never be Thai, after 14 years, you will become Thai inside. And some people see that. Some Thai people will see me for the first time and just see my smile and say, you have Thai face. Because they see the Thai smile. I smile a lot more. I make eye contact with people. I'm much more polite. When I walk past people, sometimes I find myself being like ducking under them, not to get in their way, like Thai people. So you adopt a lot of their qualities. You know, I'm able to live a lifestyle where I'm able to eat well and exercise and have a better mental attitude at life, that it's going to decrease my age. I think right now, if I never moved here and lived in America, I'd be fat, might be bald and completely gray by now. When I go back to America, it's always the biggest reminder of how lucky I have it, because it's so easy day by day living. You know, you're waking up and just doing the same thing every day. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Eventually things become mundane a little bit and you stop appreciating the things around you. So I try to do that more lately, especially again after a trip to America. I'll see how they're living and how some of my friends are living and my family. And it really makes you appreciate what I have living in Thailand. Literally my last trip to America, when I came back to Thailand, I kissed the ground. First thing I did, I made out with the earth. Yes, tongue to ground. I love it here, and I love the decision I made, you know, was not an easy decision. Really only 1% of the world has the balls to do such a thing. It's a brave thing to do at any age. You know, I packed up, I gave up everything I had, I sold everything I had, moved here with a backpack and a dream. When I'm outside and I'm at some beautiful viewpoint eating amazing Thai food at a restaurant for, you know, $2 or $3, overlooking the ocean on a beautiful, beautiful day, I really pinch myself and say, this is my life. This is real. I live in Thailand. Definitely don't look back with regrets as far as moving here. It was a huge risk, no reward. It's been the best 14 years of my entire life. You know, I've had ups and downs in my life, pre-Thailand and post-Thailand, but pre-Thailand, I didn't have the best come up, the best teenage years. My early 20s are a struggle for many different reasons. Some of it was self-imposed, but the best years of my life so far, hands down, have been here in Thailand. And because I've lived here, I've decided to move here in Thailand. So do I regret it? No. Was it worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. I love Thailand and my life here. Anyways, that concludes this long ass video. I hope you made it through. And if you like lifestyle and travel videos about Thailand, please press like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And thank you for watching. See you guys next time.